true hippie.
Welcome back to episode 3, should I say? Volume 3, yeah? Of Staffz and Crackz, yeah? Vlogging again. We're here, you know, up in the stews again, you know what I mean? And today we're going to talk about 5 artists that we think had a great 2020 this year. We're going to talk about the 5 artists that we feel this year had a great year in music, yeah?
And who our inspirations are. I think we're going to call this inspiration.
And yes, we're going to call it inspirations and people
inspired us.
who we've looked into, and people who, that's who's inspired us to do music and stuff like that, and people that we look at and think that are hip-hop heads and real bars men, and people who have really honed their craft in this game they like to call rap. But boom. We're going to start with the top 5 artists of the year, I believe, 2020, yeah? No particular order. I would say my top 5 will be, I think Dutch already had a good 2020. What do you think, Staff?
Yeah, I think so as well. He's really blown this year.
Yeah. From coming out of prison and all of that, and you can see in his music this year he's just taken off from Bando Diaries. Yeah. From I Don't Know with Stormzy and Tion Wayne.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, he just really came up in full force.
Full force. I'm telling you about Bando Diaries.
Yeah, obviously I feel like in this year, you know, it just proves, you know, artists can make it in a year.
Number 2 on my list, no particular order, I think Headie One had a great year too.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna lie, Headie One had a great year
his
this
album
year.
dropped.
Yeah, Edna. Yeah. Bangers up on bangers up on bangers. I ain't gonna lie. He's had a great year this year. I'm not gonna lie. From when he made that song featuring Drake, you just knew, alright, come on. Remember the title said Headie One featuring Drake, not Drake featuring Headie One. Yeah. So you just knew from there, the man's made it. The man, he's got the bag. Like, he's got the bag. He's definitely gone clear. 100%. Yeah. Number 3. It's a bit tricky. Number 3. Who would be on my number 3 list? Any idea, Steph? Who would be your number 3?
If we're going to do a joint list together, I would also say that Miss La Familia had a great year. Okay. Yeah. And that's because I feel like, again, it's quite similar to Dutch. Like, she just started putting out music, like, seriously started from this year. And recently she signed her first record deal. Yeah. So, you know, obviously that's if I was her, I'd feel like, this was a great year.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Number 4, Steph, who would be next on the list?
Who had a great year?
Yeah.
I feel like
who would be your...
NSG.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I think NSG are very underrated. I'm not gonna lie. I believe NSG had a great year. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to their year this year,
you know what it is with NSG is just vibes.
Vibes, yeah. Every song they brought out was a vibe and a vibe and
a banger. Like, I feel like their music's so versatile that even though they stay doing what they're doing in their lane, it's like it's still versatile within the structures. I feel like they really did capture the essence and the sound of obviously where they're from.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And they managed to do that.
And they dropped their album this year as well.
They dropped their album. The album, like, honestly was like, I really enjoyed it. There was so many bangers, so many like saves on my playlist.
Yeah,
like,
trust.
You know, they're just a whole vibe. Like they make you feel good when you listen to them. Yeah. And a lot. That's why I feel like they are popular, but I feel like they still are gonna go in. Because I reckon they could even make it in the States, to be honest, because of the vibe. But obviously, it's hard for any UK artist to break out like into the States. Not because the talent's not there, but I feel like there is still that. You know, where in America they feel like they're better.
I don't believe they're better than us, to be honest. I don't think America's been better than us in music for a couple of years now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just my personal opinion.
I agree.
I know everybody wants to break it in the States, but if you don't make it in the States, don't feel hard done by anyway.
As long as you just keep love
your hometown. You just keep doing your music and keep toning your craft and doing your thing. You don't need to get other people's approval from all the time. Yeah. Sometimes enough is enough. You
I
know
think
when you
it's
reach your
because
limits.
people see the US and we've all seen it on movies. Remember, it's kind of like
They
that's
paint this
essential
picture. Yeah, they paint
of,
this picture.
you know, running the world.
No,
and stuff.
no, no,
You know, they
no,
paint
no,
that picture of, you know, Hollywood, all of this and that.
You don't need to get into that.
Yeah.
You don't need to get, if you make it there, you make it there. But if you don't feel like you failed. You still made it anyway. It don't matter because you still got people that will love your music and love you for who you are.
I feel like, you know
Don't
what it
feel no
was?
type of
Just
way.
the UK just feels like they want to prove the point that we do
Because
good
obviously,
music, but we know we do
yeah,
good
we know
music.
we do good.
Like, look how many great artists have come out of the
Exactly,
UK.
a lot of great artists.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, making it in the US. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know any rapper that's really made it in the US.
It's not yet.
To be honest.
But
No.
number 5, before we forget.
Is it 4 or 5?
5 now. 5.
Five.
I'll say you had a good 2020. 9s. I'm not gonna lie.
Nine.
See Nina. The guy is a movie star, bro. He is an international trophy right now. I'm not gonna lie. From movies to music to block parties to the whole of it, the man is just a global phenomenon right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you watch these movies from Crop Circle and all of that, it's like you just know Nan's had, I think, a great year. Fire in the Stoop, on the streets. I just feel like Nina has taken it to the next level. I think that what I like about his community is all based as like a family base. They have their one thing I like about
He stayed
the
real to
community.
where he's from.
Yes, they're all based family there.
Yeah.
Like they all come up together as a team, and everyone
That's
like
the
they've
way
all
it
come up
should
together
be,
as a
yeah.
squad, and that's exactly what me and Staffz are trying to do right now.
Yeah.
Instead of too much individual. 'Cause I think this individual thing and enemy thing and all that, you don't need that in the music industry. Remember, music and hip hop, you know what it is based off us.
And I think what
like
people
us.
need to
So
realise
we
is
need to
the streets and music are two completely different
things
things.
exactly.
I mean, you can be in the street, but when it comes down to music, it's a completely different thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. It's like, yeah, music. Like, I just believe
There's
that.
different rules, there's different codes. Like,
Yeah, like one thing I like about his block, like I was saying, one thing I like about it, it's a community based, it's
yeah.
family based,
and he's
like,
actually really still there.
right. Everybody wants to, like everyone is behind 9s. It's a whole train, and he's bringing.
He has a strong following,
and he's bringing everyone with him. He's
Yeah.
bringing his loyal guys with him, which is the whole block. I feel like in the end, in the London, I feel like everyone should take a step in that book. And instead of us always fighting, I think we should all come together in the block. And if you see somebody in your area community that's trying hard to bust it, instead of trying to hating on them and putting them down, move with him like a train. Make that same move, because you never know, that move one day could benefit you in the future. It could get you stuff in the future. It could open, like I said in the previous 2 last vlogs. One door closes, another one opens. So yeah, you might not be on pictures and that, or you might not feel like you're as important because like he's made it.
But to add on to that, I feel like don't just cling on to someone just because you feel like they can make it. You have
yes, of course you have to do.
genuinely
Yeah.
support them.
You have to genuinely exactly.
Because I was
Genuinely
going to be a
support.
fake.
Yeah, don't be a
Yeah,
fake.
don't be a fake.
Genuinely support the movement, because if you genuinely support the movement, good energy seems to follow.
Yeah.
But if you're not genuinely supporting the movement, then the truth always comes back from behind, and you'll see down later on the line people will realize that you weren't genuinely following it, and they'll just cut you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest.
But
yeah.
I feel like also with Nines has been in this game for a very long time, like a long time. And you know, I remember listening to his Fire in the Booth when I was in when was it? Like year 9? Could have been even younger than that. And like, yeah, I just really like his vibes. It's very like chilled out vibes and stuff. And like, you know, he's been doing this for a long time, and he could still come out with an album this year, or come out with like work or a project.
He dropped his album this year. Crop
Yeah.
Circle.
And you still have that buzz, still have that
Yeah,
following.
of course, yeah, because it's good energy. So, Staff, any inspirational artists? When you were younger, what was your favourite artist? What artist inspired you?
The first person who ever fully inspired me, I mean, I was always listening to music. I love, you know, a lot of different artists. But the person who like inspired me to actually rap and stuff is Nicki Minaj, and I feel like a lot of people want to. A lot of females.
People don't like her. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people don't like the Nicki.
Yeah, a lot
done her thing though, but
a lot of females, and I feel like even a lot of males who hate on her. I feel like it's because they don't understand where she comes from. But also a lot of females, they know that she's inspired them, but they don't want to admit it because they want to come up being cocky, and they think that obviously because Nicki, the way she was coming up, she said, you know, I'm the best, but she always paid respect to the females before her, and I feel like that kind of respect has gone, like respect for your elders, respect for the people before you, because her punchlines and her flows, I'm sorry, but she is better than a lot of male rappers that I know. Because if you actually deep her bars, I feel like people don't, it goes over their heads. If you deep her bars, listen, this woman can spit. She can...
Where would you rank her as top in the female? Would you say she's better than Lauryn Hill?
She's more interesting, yeah.
Nah, don't watch Lauryn, you know. Lauryn had bars, though, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Don't watch it.
You know what it is? I'm looking at it from a perspective of what kept me interested.
Oh yeah.
Because the thing is that yes, someone could be speaking the truth and speaking the facts, but it's about who gets you excited when you listen to them. And I feel like that's a personal experience. Like there's things that Nicki Minaj had said her older songs that I relate to a T, and things that she put on her records that was very personal, and I could relate. Maybe there'll be someone out there who relates more to Lauryn Hill. I feel like that's why music.
Just like some people relate to Cardi B, Steph London. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like everyone relates to someone.
Everyone has their different preferences.
Yeah, and it's not out of a disrespect to anyone, but it's just we all have different tastes. And I feel like I like Nicki Minaj because I feel like she did something different. She merged the world between rap and pop, and she brought something quirky, unique. Like her chicken wing chain. Like who the fuck was rocking that? She was unique.
For me, anyway, inspired. I wouldn't say inspired, but me, I can't lie. To be honest, I just love music. I'm not gonna lie. For me, it's like when it comes to hip hop, rap, even Afrobeats. When the music, for me personally, with me, I go for energy and vibe when it comes to music. If the music connects with me, and I just hear it and I think, yeah, this song, it connects with me. Instantly, I'll be in love with the song. I'm not gonna lie. Instantly, I'm in love with it. Whether it's Afrobeats, because I can't lie, there's a lot of great Afrobeats inspiration out there that I've liked. There's a lot of great hip hop inspiration that I've liked. There's a lot of pop inspiration that I've liked. There's a lot of drill inspiration that I like. Like for me, it's like I'm not really a person that looks up to someone like in that kind of realm where I'll say I got it from there. I'll say that each different genre of music played its role into why I come here and why I wanted to make a studio and why I wanted to make beats and why I'm here with you to create this magic together. Because it's like, I just feel like the next thing we need to do, which is going to be difficult, but I believe we can do it, is create another sound, a new sound that can inspire other kids and other people. Exactly. Just like all these sounds you hear today have inspired me to come up with the studio and Staffz to come up with the studio and come up with ideas, stuff like that. I feel now it's our duty as producers and people and rappers and all of that to create another new sound so that another person in a couple years time can say, oh, I remember Crackz and Staffz, they made that beat and they made that genre and that inspired me to make music, and so on, the torch passes that way. So
yeah, and I think that's an important thing. I think nowadays people and you can really see, people don't really want to be pioneers of sound and be innovators. They just want to sort of have a carbon cutout, like what we were saying last time. People see, oh, this guy or this girl got success doing it this way, but what about your own way of getting success? And being a pioneer of sound is basically changing the rules, merging different sounds together, creating a new vibe. And I feel like, yes, that is a hard challenge because not everyone's new sounds do stay. I mean, look, if you look at the UK scene, right, we had garage, that was heavily influencing with jungle from reggae from Caribbean roots, and then later on from that, grime was developed. So do you see what I mean? But it's very hard to be like a pioneer, and like for example, Wiley paved the way for grime, and like he's a pioneer. No matter how much heat he's under right now, and he's under a lot of heat, but he is a pioneer. You can't take that away from his. It's like how Michael Jackson, obviously, things what was going on and stuff, but you can't take away from someone's music career and their impact. Like I see it two different things: someone's character and someone's career.
100%. And I think that's everybody's duty. I think everyone's duty to try and just, which we're doing right now. I'm not gonna lie, right now I'm happy with where things are. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, grime inspired me a lot. Sorry, just to go back to that, because I've got Nole, who's a female MC, unorthodox daughter. I love that track. And yeah, I remember like when she had that beef with OG Nikki. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Wow, I just remember that diss track. Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, wow. But anyway, yeah, I love grime. I've always loved grime. Do you remember Temper T?
Yeah,
Next Time.
Yeah, Next Time. Yeah.
If you play that in a party, listen, your house is getting robbed.
No, the old school days had the bangers. I'm not gonna lie, had the bangers.
Yeah, and it was like, if you watch the video, it was just fun. It was funny. Like, I feel like people don't have fun with their music videos anymore.
It's all kind of the same, but yeah. But I would say I think it's everyone's duty. Everyone that makes music, it's their duty to inspire the next generation. I'm not gonna lie, it really is your duty. Like, that's why you have to think about that's why you have to kind of think about, obviously, everyone has their way of spreading their content and say those things, but sometimes, what I believe, once you've reached a certain place in music, it's time that you start spreading proper, like, you know what I mean, like the content that can inspire the kids, because you don't want the kids to grow up on the same kind of thing, or the next generation to grow up on the same kind of negative energy, and it's just down energy. Sometimes you need to create that upbeat kind of still vibe, so that the next generation can be more upbeat and think, oh yeah, they did it and they come up from it, and now look, they're here now. And yeah, if you keep on that path, and then it creates good stories instead of, a story doesn't always have to be, I'm from the hood, I made it, I'm from the hood. It don't always have to be the same trend. Sometimes you can switch that trend, because we're from the hood doesn't mean that our next generation has to be automatically from the hood to make it. Sometimes they don't have to start from, their story doesn't always have to start from the hood, if you know what I'm trying to say. And the thing is, a lot of people, they might not be from the hood, but it doesn't mean that they haven't been in bad situations, or they haven't been in difficult times where they were under an immense amount of stress, or they were a witness to certain things. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people, they are in a situation where they feel like they do need to make it because they're not in the right situation. And yeah, it's always the same story, like, you know. Nothing wrong with it, but I feel like as the generations get on, we need to we could change that story. It doesn't have to be like that. All of them actually do have the same story, because how can loads of people have the same story? Like, yeah, I was doing this, that, and this, that. If it's your truth, that's your truth, and no one can take that away from you. But obviously, if you're capping, like, I just don't.
No,
it's true. You can't do that.
Because the thing is, then we're just all living by the same narrative.
All living by the same narrative. Get me? Die rich or get blind from the hood. I'm joking. I'm joking now, but still, just stay. It's just our responsibility.
Just be original.
It's just our responsibility.
Themselves creatively.
Yeah, I think it's our responsibility to help out the next generation. That's what I believe. Because our generation now, we're old. I'm not gonna lie. People may not. I feel I'm old. Our generation is already gone slightly. We're transitioning now with the way the world's moving and everything. Now we don't even know what's tomorrow's saying. So I just feel like with the way the things are going today, just make sure everyone has a responsibility, especially everyone in the world has a responsibility. But in music, everyone that makes music or content like this, whether it's podcasting, vlogging, music content, being a rapper, anything you upload on social media, whether you're an influencer, your OnlyFans page, all of that, remember, you have a responsibility. And remember, you are influencing the next generation. Yeah. So just know what you're doing, and make sure whatever you do, you're not doing it because you're making money. Because remember, there's this fine line between making money and influencing people. It's like there's a fine line to differentiate from making it, and obviously from influencing. Are you doing it for the money, or are you doing it to kind of help? So make sure that you have to kind of knock those two down and balance it, which is very difficult because it's hard to find the balance.
And the thing is, and that's something that I want to look back on and say, you know what, at least I feel like for females it's very hard. I feel like every female, they feel like they need to get lip fillers, they feel like they need to get BBLs, and I know, because I'm a female, that's shoved down our throats 24/7 on Instagram, and it makes you feel bad for being a natural woman. When, like I said, that's why I like the grime days, because there'll be like a normal girl who look like you, and it's like, you know, we're women, we all have different body shapes, we're all looking different, and I want a female to see me and be like, yeah, you know what, she's got flaws, but she's happy with it. She doesn't need to look like a walking Barbie, because that's not how we're made. We're not dolls. We're not dolls, and that's something that I want to put out. If I was going to be an inspiration to someone else, I want them to say, well, Staffz kept it real. Yeah. She didn't switch up, she didn't sell out. Like, do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, 100%. I know exactly what you
mean. You don't want to be a carbon copy.
You don't want to be a carbon copy. But the industry is a very dangerous game. So just know what game you're playing, because sometimes it's chess and not checkers. But yeah.
Just enough. No,
But yeah, man, I'll just
true,
say that everyone just keep creating because obviously this time right now.
Don't get yourself
Yeah,
killed.
no one's just make sure you do because no one's really got jobs no more these days. So just hone your craft, like I say, always say, hone your craft, and yeah, you might make it one day. But yeah, get me.
And don't lose yourself in the process, man, because you know you don't want to get lost in the process.
You want to get lost in the sauce. You want to get lost in the sauce.
Like Gucci, mate.
You want to get lost in the
sauce.
sauce. You want me hot sauce? You want barbecue sauce? Reggae sauce? You want
We had that tonight. We had that. I cooked tonight.
Reggae sauce. Yeah, we had a little bit of reggae sauce.
Bit of curry chicken.
But yeah, 100%. Just make sure you just do your thing. You know what I mean? That's all I can say to you lot out there.
Be unique.
Keep pushing the content and creative. But yeah, you know, we've been on this now. That's volume 3. We've been on this for a while, you know. But you know, this was the longest one so far.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get longer. Yeah, this is volume 3, vlog 3. This is Crackz. I'm Staffz. She's gonna put the links down for our Instagram, Facebook, and all our social media things down below on the YouTube. So keep tuned for episode 4 that will be out soon.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Bye.
Bang.